Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are creating a pastel balloon garland for Bella's first birthday party decoration. I'll be using an electric pump and a set of pastel balloon garland that I bought from eBay. I wish I could post the link, but I'm trying to find it and it's not available anymore. I'll be using a manual pump for a smaller balloon and a 260Q balloon to add details to the garland. And lastly, the fishing line to connect the garland. The set of balloon garland have three sizes, 18 inches, 12 inches, and 5 inches balloon. I'll start blowing the 12 inches balloon because there's a lot of this balloon among the sizes. Always push the top of the balloon while deflating it to make it a little more rounded than oval shape. And because I only have one pump, I clip the balloon first and tie it when I blew the second one. After you tied two sets of two balloons, you can now combine them by twisting them together. Here I am blowing a big size balloon. The balloon set that I bought is actually pretty good in price and quality. I never had any of the balloon pop and it's easy to tie. I had used a cheaper balloons that pops right away, and some good ones are very tight and hard to pull the ends to tie. I used to get blister in my fingers every time I tied a balloon. But with this balloon, I never had problem tying it. I use a manual pump for a small 5 inches balloons. Same process with a 12 inches balloon. Clip the first balloon, then tie it after you blew the second one. Then, twist it to another set of balloon and you'll have 4 clustered balloon. If you don't have a clip, you can wrap the balloon to your fingers while you are blowing or pumping the air to the second one. After that, you can tie them together. Here, I'm gonna show you how I tie the two balloons. First, I crisscross two of the balloons. Then, I use two of my fingers between the two ends and then insert one of the end in the middle and pull it to tighten. Here's the 18 inches balloon. You'll find a bigger balloon tends to look oval, so we will make it a little more rounded by deflating it and pushing the other end. Bigger balloon also are harder to tie, but it will be just the same as the small one. Here are all the balloons that I pumped. I pumped all of them the night before of the event as it takes a long time to finish to pump all the balloons. I also have set up the backdrop and the table that we will be using. The pastel stripe background is actually a tablecloth. The party starts at 3 p.m. So first thing in the morning is I cooked one meal while the kids are still sleeping. After that, I start setting up the table and the balloon garland.
Happy birthday, Bella! Say cheeseburgers. Smile, please smile.
I have set up the chair and later we will hang the number 1 sign, and I also added a colored tissue on the cake stand, and all the favors and giveaways are all ready as well. I started my garland with a single 18 inches balloon and tie it to the 4 cluster balloons. Next, I used a fishing line to tie the first cluster to secure. Then, I added another 4 balloon cluster with the same color. Always push the first cluster to another cluster or pull the fishing line to make the look more fuller. I also wrap the fishing line around the balloon to secure it. I have gathered all the same color of the balloons. The first color I use is the peach shade. This will be the 3rd cluster in the same color that I'll be adding in the garland. There will be a total of 3 sets of 4 balloon cluster plus a big one. Another big peach shade balloon that I'll be tying to the next color cluster, yellow, and just continue to add it to the garland. After that, I add another 4 cluster balloon at the same color. Then another 4 cluster balloon with 1 big balloon. After yellow, I continued it with the pink balloons. With the pink balloons, I have total of 2 sets of 4 cluster plus 1 big balloon. For green balloons, I have 3 sets of 4 balloon cluster with 1 big balloon. For blue color, I only have 2 sets of 4 balloon cluster and 1 big balloon. The last color is the purple. With this color, I added 2 sets of 4 balloon cluster. After the base garland is finished, it's time to hang it. Before we hang the garland, we hang the backdrop first. Hanging this garland requires help. I position it like a half arc. I just like the way it looks, and the garland doesn't have to be long enough. After tying in both sides of the stand, the middle part of the garland is still dropping, so we tied it to our curtain rod at the back to hold it. Now it's time to add the number sign. I have a separate video on how I create this backdrop and a number sign. I also use a fishing line to hang it. I am using 260Q balloon to tie 1 big balloon in one end and 4 cluster balloon on the other end. This way I can wrap it to the existing garland to extend it to reach the floor. To create the shape, I also use the same technique using the 260Q balloons by tying 2 sets of clusters in both ends and wrap it around the garland. Here, I just keep adding the big balloons and small balloons to make the shape of the garland. To add details, I keep adding small balloons by using 260Q balloons and repositioning the balloons to create the shape I want. Add those balloons to fill in the sparse area. When I'm adding new cluster balloon, I'll make sure to put it on area with the same colored balloon. And lastly, I made another cluster balloon to cover the other side of the backdrop stand. I just use whatever color that is left. And here is our pastel balloon garland for Bella's first birthday. Thank you very much for watching. If you find this helpful, please like and share this video. And there will be more DIY video for Bella's birthday party, so watch out for that. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and see you again for our next video. Bye!